Imagine two European capitals. One, a global giant you probably know inside and out. The other, a city you might think of as up and coming, but in 2025, it's giving the giant a serious run for its money. London versus Warsaw. Which city is safer? Which is cheaper? Which one could actually be a better place to live right now? The answers may surprise you. And by the end of this video, you might even find yourself questioning which one you'd rather call home. Let's start with what most people think they know. London is massive. It's one of the world's most famous cities, a financial hub, cultural powerhouse, a place everyone wants to visit at least once. Warsaw? For many, it still carries this image of a city rebuilding, still catching up after a turbulent 20th century. But here's the twist. By 2025, Warsaw isn't just catching up. It's challenging London in ways that shock even seasoned travelers and economists. Take cost of living. Grab a cup of coffee in London and you'll pay nearly double what you'd pay in Warsaw. Rent a one-bedroom apartment in central London, you'll spend more than 2 times what you'd pay in the Polish capital. Public transport, 4 times more expensive in London. That's not a small difference. That's life-changing for anyone thinking about moving, studying, or working abroad. So if you had the choice, would you rather pay London prices or live more comfortably in Warsaw with the same salary? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to see how many of you would actually pick the underdog here. Alright, let's move beyond the wallet. What about safety? This is where it gets even more surprising. Warsaw's crime index is less than half of London's. Walking alone at night in Warsaw, locals report feeling far safer than Londoners do in their own neighborhoods. That flips the script, doesn't it? Because many assume the bigger, wealthier city is automatically safer. Now, no city is perfect. Warsaw does struggle with pollution, especially in the winter, when coal heating and industry combine to create heavy smog. London, despite its traffic problems, actually has cleaner air overall. And what about opportunities? This is where London still shines. Global headquarters, international connections, world-class universities, the opportunities are enormous. But here's where Warsaw is closing the gap fast. In 2025, Warsaw was ranked the 3rd best large city in Europe for future potential, ahead of Berlin and Paris. Think about that. A city that only a generation ago was still rebuilding from war is now outpacing some of Europe's biggest names. It's not just numbers on a chart either. If you walk through Warsaw today, you'll see a city buzzing with modern skyscrapers, lively startups, and young professionals who might have once dreamed of moving to London but are now staying put. Why? Because the opportunities are finally there at home. And if you're enjoying this breakdown so far, make sure to hit that like button. It helps more people discover stories like this. And if you're new here, welcome to the Global Lens. Subscribe if you love exploring how cities and countries are changing right before our eyes. So, where does this leave us? London is still London. It has history, culture, scale, things Warsaw can't replicate overnight. But Warsaw is proving something powerful, that a city doesn't need centuries of global dominance to compete. It needs vision, smart investment, and people who believe in its future. And here's the bigger picture. If Warsaw can transform itself from post-war rubble into one of Europe's most promising cities in just a few decades, what does that say about the world we live in today? Maybe the future isn't only written in the capitals we've always known. Maybe the next global hotspots are already here, just waiting for us to notice. So, if you had to choose, London or Warsaw 2025, which city do you think has the edge? Tell me in the comments, because this is one debate where every perspective matters. And if you want to dive even deeper, I've left some useful links down below with cost of living comparisons, safety rankings, and City of the Future reports. Thanks for watching The Global Lens. Don't forget to like, share this with a friend who loves travel or big city debates. And of course, subscribe for more insights into the world's shifting centers of power. Until next time, keep your eyes open, because the world is changing faster than we think.